Oh no, they're trimming his head. Look at my head. Why is my head so big? So we're riding with one of the Zwift HQ members. Just an easy ride today. Hello everyone. Hello everybody watching. So today is gonna be a small ride, an easy ride, just to loosen up the legs a little bit for tomorrow's test. Because as I've probably said before in previous videos, he changed it for the event. So tomorrow we're gonna do the VO2 max test, which actually turned out into a full profile test. So I discussed with the coach trainer at the center what I should do to get the best profile of myself before we start this journey, this 1 year journey. And he told me we should do a full bike profile test. So that includes lactate, VO2 max, FTP, and everything. So that's going to be the day after tomorrow. So that's why today we're just going to ride a little bit, very slowly. And meanwhile, yesterday, I did a DEXA-scan. So we will be, or I will show you the results of my DEXA-scan. I will bring those right up. I'm not sure if I'm not gonna join the group because they're riding at 2 watts per kilogram. I don't need it. I'm just loosening up the legs. But I did want to join this ride for stuff like this, basically. I think we're also on a Tron bike. Not sure, even though I don't have a Tron bike. Let me see. Oh, look at my head. It's so big. Yeah, it looks like a Tron bike, so we're on a Tron bike apparently. Very cool. So yeah, yesterday I did a DEXA scan. I went to Golazzo. Golazzo is the energy lab. I think it works together with a lot of professionals as well. Even sponsors a lot of the Flemish and maybe European, maybe even worldwide races, like Tour of Flanders, Ghent-Wevelgem, like the Belgian races. They're located in the soccer arena of Ghent, which is a pretty well-known arena. It used to be the Galamco Arena, but now I saw it was called the Planet Groups Arena. So I drove to Ghent at 10 o'clock in the morning, waited for someone to meet me there, and they took me to the scanner. It was a lady, very nice lady. She also wanted to give me a food consult, and she gave me a little bit insight about how food works. Some things I learned that I didn't know yet was like, in my case, well, in everyone's case, you need about 10 grams per, if you're an athlete or if you're doing sports. A golden rule, somewhat, of course, everything I'm going to say now varies from person to person. But a golden rule is 10 grams of carbs per kilogram of body weight. Meaning that when I do an intense ride, I should ingest, or I should eat 800 grams of carbs to load back up or preload for that intense ride. So yeah, that's something I definitely don't do. I think I get maximum 200-250 grams of carbs a day. So yeah, that was a nice insight. We talked about some things that are I'm definitely in a calorie deficiency, but I knew that. I also did that on purpose because that was my plan, losing weight. I wanted to lose weight, so that was the reason I was going in a calorie deficiency, but on a healthy way. So I described my diet to her. I said I wake up, I eat 2 eggs, well, coffee and 2 eggs, boiled eggs. Then I wait a couple of hours and I eat skimmed yogurt or low-fat yogurt with fruit, like 125 grams of fruit, a banana, collagen powder, collagen peptide powder, which has vitamin C, biotin, and collagen. And then a protein powder, which is egg whites, basically. It's a whey, and you probably know what a whey powder is, or a whey powder, and creatine. I mix that in the yogurt with the fruit, and that's my breakfast / lunch. Then in the evening I eat 2 wraps of a lot of veggies. It's like a Nordic style mix. I already said this before, but I'm just repeating myself to what I said to her. So I eat the Nordic style mix, which is like a lot of beans and peas and all these things with carrots, and a Mexican mix is in it as well. So it has corn and paprika and kidney beans. And then I bring that to taste with spices, curry powder or whatever I feel like that day, and maybe a little bit of sauce, like wok sauce. I don't know what you call that, but it's like a sauce where you bring your dishes into the taste with. So that, and then I put that inside a whole wheat wrap, and I eat two of those. And she's looking at me. She's like, dude, that's like food for someone who's like 60 kilos and does a desk job. So yeah, she was like, that's not enough at all. You're like way in deficiency. She said the things I eat are very healthy and they're very sustainable for my body, so it's a good thing, but big deficiency. So she was amazed that my body was still not showing any signs of neglect, I would say, or like fatigue, or hard to focus, or anything really, not being able to train as much or train as deep. Or you guys have seen the rides that I do, and I don't really notice anything where my body is telling me like, hey, you gotta eat more or you gotta do more. So yeah, I'm as amazed. I am as amazed as she is about that. So but meaning from now on, we now have our base profile. I'm gonna increase my carb intake, and what I've implemented so far, I mean an hour ago, was with the yogurt and the fruit and the powder and stuff. I now also add granola, which is a good source of carbs. And then I'll see, maybe with evening dishes, I'll implement some rice, which is also a good source of carbs. So yeah, I don't have to increase my sugar levels. I don't have to increase my fat levels, but I can increase my carb levels for sure, and that's what I'm going to focus on. So I'll show you. Let's go downhill here so I can keep rolling for a bit. So I'll show you now my results. Like I said, it's not a serious ride today. So, okay, here we go. Oops, there we go. The results. As you can see, oops, So it is in Dutch, but I will explain them to you. So this is, so I had to go under a scanner for 10 minutes, and it's a scanner. It goes across your whole body, and it scans your whole body, every muscle, every tissue. That's what it does. And then you get a, like you see in the right bottom corner, an image of your body, basically. And what this says is, well, first of all, the thing that's circled is my total fat. I'm on 9.6% right now. So I have a total body mass of 80.8 kilograms. 3,375 grams, so 3.3 kilo of that is bones. I'll show you in the end that I always thought I was a heavy bone guy, but turns out not specifically. I'm normal boned, if that is even a word. So not specifically. But yeah, so that's my bone mass. And then skinny, or you see mager, which is skinny. So that's skinny. That means like pure muscle, basically fibers and muscle. Is 69,994. So let's say 70 kilograms of muscle. Then we go to the fat, which is 7.4 kilo. So that comes out on 9.6% fat, basically. You can also see the division of that fat and the muscle. And so the first top column is left leg, which has 13.9 kilos total, and then my right leg is 13.8. So basically it says my left leg is 100, and you can see it on the other page as well that I'll show later. Yeah, that my left leg is a little bit heavier than my right leg, and that makes sense because my right leg is my weak leg. And I think because I have to do dry needling around here. My stepbrother is a kinesist, I don't know how you call that, chiropractor probably. And I had a car accident 10 years ago maybe. And turns out now I have a little bit of sore knee on the side. And what I mean by a little bit is it doesn't affect me, but I just feel it. I just feel it. It is a feeling that something is there. So I thought it was my knee itself, but turns out, I can show you this way maybe, it is this muscle. So it is this muscle, and I can basically dry needle that. So that's the solution. He told me to dry needle. So that's what we're gonna do. And you probably see as well in my videos, the first thing I do when I ride like this, right? And then when I'm tired, this is the first leg I will turn outwards. So it will go like this basically, and that's just because of this muscle. And that's also the reason probably that this leg is a little bit heavier and stronger probably as well. Now arms wise, which is the second column, is the other way around. So my arm, my left arm is let's see, less strong than my right arm. So my left arm is 5 kilos with 4.3 kilograms of muscle, and my right arm is 5.2 kilo with 4.473 kilograms of muscle. Also a little bit more bone in the right arm, and that's probably just because I'm right-handed and I use it more. That's what I would say. And then we go to the core, left core, right core. Left core says 19.5, and then right core says 18.5. So that's almost a kilo difference. That's a lot, and it is actually in the muscle tissue, as I see now. This is my first time analyzing this deeply as well, by the way. So my left core has 17.285 grams of muscle. My right core has 16.394 grams of muscle. So Also, bone-wise, oh, this is interesting. Bone-wise, my right core is actually, oh no, it's also less than my left. So that's why, yeah. That's why there's almost a kilogram less. So that's that. So the core, well, it's pretty even balanced, but a kilogram is, it's not, it's still an amount, you know. So total left comes down to 40.5 kilogram on the left side of my body, muscle. Total weight, and then 35 kilograms of that is muscle. So if you look at my total, which is 69,994, so 70 kilos, and you can see total left is 35,045, which is almost perfectly half. So it's well balanced, I would say. And then total right is 34,950. So there's only 95 grams of difference totally between my left and right side of my body, muscle-wise. So I would say that's very divided very well. Now, if you actually look at body part to body part, it differs a little bit more, but in general, my body is pretty. I walk pretty straight, apparently. So yeah, so 9.6% of fat tissue, so and fat in the body, which is not a lot. She told me I'm at a level where athletes are at now in the winter period. So athletes are now around 9 to 11, most of them that are not race ready yet, getting ready to race, are between 9 and 11. And then as the season comes and they train more and more, they go towards, they go under, well, from 7 to 9 is considered sharp. So she said if you're a sprinter, you go from 7 to 9% fat because you still need a little bit of mass. And then if you're a climber, you can go from 6-7% of fat because obviously you need to be very light to go up those hills. So yeah, that was the conclusion of this page. I see that the group is passing me, so we're not gonna bother that. So yeah, me not being a climber, I think I'm more of a sprinter type, classic type. I would say I should be around 8% by the summer, and I think that's manageable because I'm already at 9.6, and I feel like we're still going down every morning when I step on the scale. I feel like I'm still losing weight, but the plan now is I don't think this is also a big one. So in the bottom you see android, which is stomach, and genoid, which are hips. And as you can see, I have a fat percent of 7.2 on android, which is stomach. So I only have 7% fat around my stomach. And genoid hips, 15%. Now, she told me that this is very important because this is a healthy ratio. Your genoid, so hip fat, you want it to be higher than your belly fat, always. And this is what they call an AG, basically. So let me go to the next picture for you, because I think I have it stored. I kind of tried to prepare for this. So let me see. If we go here, there we go. No, that's not the one. That's the next one. I think it's this one. Yeah, okay. Oops. So let's make that smaller a little bit. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, there is an AG. So as I said, my android region, which is belly region, has 7.3, and my genoid region, my hip region, has 16.2. Now the AG number is 0.45. So I'll read what it says. I'll translate it for you. It says the fat around your waist and hips gives more information about regional fat, the balance between fats. The balance shows the difference. Oh no, sorry. The how do you say that equation? It's not an equation. It's like the relativity against each other. So so the fat here and the fat here. So the fat on the waist and the fat on the hips is an important indicator of too much weight and health risks. The fat around the waist, android fat, is associated with apple-shaped body types and is more common with men. There's a lot of fat storage around the belly, and the risk on hypertension, type 2 diabetes, heart conditions is rising. Stomach fat is more active than fats around the hips and is closer to important organs and vessels. Yeah, that's what she told me as well. She said it's important that this number is low, the AG. I don't know what. I need to find this word. Why can I not find this word? Let me check real quick. So let's do translation, Dutch to English. Ratio. My God, that was so easy. I don't know why I couldn't find it. So the word I was looking for was ratio. So so that's a ratio number. AG ratio. That's verhouding is ratio. And this is what she said. She said it's more important ratio-wise that you have more fat in the hips than the belly, because the belly is indeed around the organs, and fat around the organs will damage you long term. So I think 1 is considered normal, and I'm on 0.45, so I'm very low. So I have a very good ratio. There's references under that, but I don't think they display them. So then we go to skinny mass. That's basically what it means. But skinny mass is basically your muscle tissue. Skinny mass are considered every part of the body that are not fat or bone, meaning organs, muscles. What do you call the? Oh my days, my English is bad today. Tendons, thank you. So organs, muscles, tendons, and liquids. The higher percentage of skinny mass, so total skinny mass to total mass, the bigger number of muscles in the body. That's basically what it says. So my total body weight at this moment, or yesterday, is 80.8 kilograms. Total weight of skinny mass, 69,994. So let's say 70 kilograms. I don't think the 6 grams matter. Skinny mass, total weight, 86.6% of skinny mass. Then of course the bones come with that. So then we have I don't know why I already explained this in the previous page, I think, but it says it again. This is the division of skinny mass. A balanced dividing of the skinny mass over left and right body half, that's what I discussed on the last page, but anyway, is important to have optimal movement. The smaller the difference between the both body halves, so this is maybe an important one. It's not about the smaller difference between both body parts, but body halves. The closer the score is to 0, and the better the balance in the muscles is. Big differences in muscle mass can be cause or outcome or of injuries, not training well, diseases, and so on. Sometimes there's a little difference in the muscle and or bone mass visible on the front Oh, on the feet apparently. Oh yeah, no, they mean on the side you use most, the privileged side. So in my case, it's right-handed. So my right muscle is a bit bigger. So things like that. I think when I remember my Thai box, my Muay Thai training, I am left-footed. So I'm right-footed when I play soccer, but I think my left foot is front when I use the box. So yeah. So then we have the thing under it again, arms and legs. So there's like, yeah, arms, skinny mass on the right side, 4473, left side 4302. So that's only 170 grams difference. And then on the legs, right leg 11582, left leg 11710. So my left leg is my stronger leg. So we got to start sprinting on the left leg. Not joking. So basically, yeah, that is that. And then I have one more page to show you. Oops. And that's the other one that I accidentally pulled up. I think it's this one. There you go. Okay. There we go. So I don't really, well, I do get this page, but so this is bone density. So BMD, bone mineral density. So this is basically the strength of your skeleton. The amount of, so I'm reading what it says. So a test of the bone density, resemblance, the idea of your skeletal strength, and the amount of minerals in the bones, and can be used to track osteoporosis. Okay, so then you have a T-score and a Z-score, but I don't see any reference. Oh, so the Z-score is a referral to people my age, but what she showed me, or what she explained to me, is the little circle up there, so the white square, that's me, basically. So we can say that I'm in a good position. I am not in the best position, but in general I have a good, healthy, strong skeleton. She said, so my value is 1.293. She said she saw people up to 3, but then that's so how does this work? How do you increase? I was like, can you increase bone density, or how does one develop bone density? So this is an interesting thing to me. As a young kid and as you're growing up, the more you do impact sports, and with impact sports I don't per se mean like boxing or things like that, like combat sports and stuff. What I mean is the more you, like, when you run, you have an impact on the ground constantly. When you jump, like rope skipping, you have an impact. Even when you skate, like skateboarding, skating, stuff like that is all impacting the bones. And the more you do that when you're younger, the more your bones are like, okay, we need to protect ourselves against those impacts, and they become denser. And then you have the BMD, which is grams per square. Well, in this case, it's square centimeters because it's 2D, but in 3D, it would be grams per square, per cubic centimeter, basically, because we're working in a 3D perspective. And the density would go up, the bone would become stronger. So you can say the people that have like 3, those are people that like I would say skaters, like skaters and stuff, but it's very exceptional. She says normal people go up to 1.5, maybe 1.67, but those are like skaters, combat sports from young age, but that barely happens because most kids start combat sports at like 6 to 16, but yeah, so this is something you develop on a young age. There's nothing you can do about it. And the only thing that can happen is it can go down a little bit as you grow older. It's also related to calcium, the amount of calcium in your body. So let's watch our calcium intake. It's also the reason I take vitamin D, calcium, and vitamin K in the morning to keep this optimal, basically keep the bones strong. But that's something I think we all know. That's what our mothers used to say to us: drink your milk because it contains calcium and it's good for the bones. You're gonna get strong bones, and she's right. But yeah, so for me, it's an average normal score. Definitely not bad, definitely not exceptional. But for a bicycle racer, which I was when I was younger, I raced from age 6 to 17, which is not, bicycle racing is not an impact sport. So for a non-impact sporter, this is a very good score. So yeah, those were the results of my DEXA-scan. Okay, it even says it on the bottom. So sports where you continually have an impact on the ground result to stronger boats. So there you go. And it even says it at the end. Bikers, for example, have a little bit lower impact score because they don't have ground contact. So yeah, you see, I'm not lying, right? So yeah, back to my big head. So that's that. Let's keep cycling a little bit. So that was my DEXA-scan. Now, wait, maybe let me pull up number one more time because I want to talk about something. Boom. Okay, so what is the goal? What do we want to see by this time, next year, 2026? It's simple, basically. So now, okay, so my arm right now, my arms, I got pretty big arms for a bicycle race, you know. So what we want to see is that 4.3 kilo and that 4.473 kilo, which is arm muscle, basically, is now at 4.3 and 4.4, and we want to see that go down. Not sure if it's possible because I will always have a base. I have been powerlifting for quite some time after I stopped cycling, so that created a sort of a base for me. So we'll see by this time next year what that will go to. So my plan to that is just don't train the arms anymore. I can train my arms, and I haven't been doing that for a month and a half, I think. I can still train my arms, but not en masse. In case you guys don't know, in fitness there's a couple of ways to train. You can train short reps. So repetition is the amount of times you do an exercise. You can do short reps, like 6-8 reps with heavy weight, and that increases your mass. So that's where you actually grow muscle. And then you can go high reps, low weight, and that is a toning. That's what we call. That's why. So basically, in fitness, you bulk up, which eating, so you become heavy. Then you train for mass. You use the fats and everything stored in your body by eating a lot, and you put them into muscle by doing short reps with heavy weight. And then once you're on the weight that you want to, well, not the weight, but the muscle mass that you want to be, you start toning. And toning, you do toning by increasing your reps from, let's say, 8 to 15 or 16, or from 6 to 12 with a lighter weight. That's called toning. So I can still tone. I think I can still, only once a week because we're focusing on cycling, but maybe once a week I can still do some exercises, high reps, low weight. So we want to get that arm weight down. This is something I noticed when I was in Mallorca 2 months ago. I watched videos of myself. Now I was as well 87 kilos, so I was like 7 kilos heavier than I am now. But I saw myself on video and was like, dude, I'm like a block of concrete on a bike, you know, with these arms. Like I'm sitting here with these arms, like whoa. Yeah, it didn't make sense. This guy is riding this like a block of concrete on a bike, riding up hills. So I was like, yeah, I can still definitely lose some muscle. in the arms, or at least I hope I do. If I don't, it is what it is. It's not gonna stop me. It's only like 2 kilo extra I have to pull on each arm, but I don't think I will get it under 3. I think maybe I can get it under 4, but 3 I don't know. We'll see what happens. And then of course the legs. My right leg is 11.5. My left leg is 11.7 kilograms. Sorry. So of course we're gonna start implementing leg strength training into our program. So 1 or 2 times a week we're gonna be training strength on the legs, and yeah, let's see what that gives us as a result. So we're at 11.7 now, 11.5 on the right side. Let's see, maybe we can go to 12.5, 13. I don't know. We'll see. And basically, if we can shift the weight from my arms to my legs, that would be for cycling. I'm saying, like, I like the way I look right now, but for cycling, just for cycling reasons, watts per kilos out of the legs, I think shifting that weight from arms to legs would be a great thing. So yeah, that is about the results of my DEXA-scan. I hope you guys found that a little bit interesting. At least I did, and it's very nice to see how that works. Now, I'm not going to show that because that's very boring, but I also did a full blood result. Blood result meaning everything, everything, every disease possible, my lymph, my values in my blood, sugar, iron, phosphorus, everything. And basically my values are perfect. Now I did this 3 months ago, so they are a bit outdated, I would say already, but I don't think I changed a lot in those 3 months. I did lose a lot of weight in those 3 months, but like vitamin wise, supplement wise, food wise, I stayed the same. So the only thing I noticed when I looked at them is my it's a value out of the I can actually look it up because I looked it up. So it is called so my selenium, I have to so my thyroid peroxidase levels are up. Now what does that mean? It could mean that I have sort of autoimmune disease, but I called with my doctor and he said no, that's not the case, but because then you would have high TSH levels, high FT4, FT3 levels from the thyroid gland as well, and that's not the case. So you're safe, you're good to go. So he's a bit of a holistic doctor, so natural. He doesn't describe medical things easily. So I said I went on the internet and looked how can I lower those values, and basically the answer is selenium-rich foods. Now, what are selenium-rich foods? Selenium is the thing that kind of regulates that, and vitamin D. Now, this was also the reason probably why these numbers were this high, because I had a shortage of vitamin D. If you increase your vitamin D, those other numbers of the thyroid peroxidase numbers, what a name, will come down eventually. And you do that by selenium-rich foods. Now, one biggest example of selenium-rich food is Brazil nuts. Let me look real quick what else you got. I look at Brazil nuts because that's what I eat every day. Since I started this journey, a hand of Brazil nuts, a hand of Brazil nuts every day is very healthy for you. So that's what I've been doing. So food sources, Brazil nuts are a very good source of selenium. Fish, shellfish, red meat, grains, eggs, chicken, liver, and garlic are also a good source. Meats produced from animals that ate grains or plants found in selenium-rich soil have higher levels of selenium. So you can look that up, selenium. It's very good to regulate your gland. So that being said, that's the only thing I have to take in account. And then my T level. My T level is at 4. but that is purely, I think, well, T level, by the way, is tumor level. It shows you what your risk at tumors is. Mine's at 4. Normal people are at 0 to 3.8 or 1 to 3.8. But because I smoke, for smokers, it goes from 1 to 6, I think. So I'm still in a good level for a smoker, but they should go down as I quit smoking in 2 days after the test. So that's going to be another journey. It's not only going to be a training journey, which I enjoy. It's not even suffering for me. I really enjoy this, and definitely on Zwift, the training part. But then the stop smoke or quit smoking part, after 17 years of smoking, will be a challenge. But I'm up for it. I think it's time. It's a nice way of doing it in this matter. Like I take it as a sort of an experiment. So for me, it's the perfect time to combine it with the journey I'm about to begin, or I began in September, but now I'm really going on the. You can see it as like climbing Mount Everest, and I'm coming up to the steep part. Not even the summit, but the steep part. Summit is going to be at the end of this year. We're going on the steep part. We just did the foot of the hill, or the foot of the mountain, by losing that weight. Even though for some people losing 20 kilograms would be a summit on itself, and I totally understand. But coming from a very sportive background, for me, I'm not going to say it comes natural, but my body knows what has to happen. My mind knows what has to happen, and losing that kind of weight in that short amount of time is not, well, I mean, I'm still proud of myself, but it's not the big accomplishment yet. I know my potential, and I know there's a lot more than that alone in me. So we're never gonna stop there. Now we just start. So yeah, that's the blood levels. And then, like I said, tomorrow I'm going to sports massage here. He's gonna massage me for half an hour, just to loosen up the legs. So half an hour of massaging, and then the day after we do the test, the profile test, and we'll see. We'll see what the outcome is. I don't expect a lot. I don't even know the numbers of liters. I know 9 liters is huge, 7 liters is huge. It's like pro athlete, but since I smoke every day a pack of cigarettes, I expect like 2 liters or something. But that's good. The lower the better, because if I can do these efforts that I did already in the past 3 months on a low VO2 max, imagine when I stop smoking and I get a high VO2 max, right? I will be able to do a lot more. So I will be the worse the score is, the happier I am, basically, because that gives me a lot more room for improvement. If he says, yeah, sorry, my dude, smoking didn't impact you at all, you're not going to improve anymore, well, that would make me sad. I would still quit, but it would make me sad. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Okay, I think I discussed everything I wanted to say. I think that's the most I've ever talked in a video. Hope I didn't bore you guys. Maybe you guys learned something. It's also a learning process for me, and it's very interesting. I've always, back in my fitness days, I was very, very into health. I was really buff and big, and I reached my goals very fast because when I do something, I'm really passionate about it. I look into it. I'm not a guy as well that follows one person. What I mean by that is I will look up 100 sources of people that are knowledgeable about that subject, and I will take what I feel that's right from each person on everything. I did that on fitness, which made me skyrocket. There was a period after my cycling career stopped. I also gained weight because your body's used to a lot of sports daily, and then you stop, but you keep eating the same, you don't move a lot anymore, and I went to 120 kilos, I think. And I did the same thing. I in 3 months or 4 months with Muay Thai, of course. That's where I learned or got to know Muay Thai, a guy who did Muay Thai, and he got me into Muay Thai, and that's where I lost like 30 kilos in 3-4 months as well. But then I was way younger. That's why I say my body is used to this. what was it? So yeah, so I always take even spiritual way. I don't follow one religion. I don't follow one one's vision about how life works. I just listen to everything. I'm open for everything, and what my heart tells me that's right for me, or sounds right for me, or my intuition tells me, yeah, that makes sense. That's what I will pick up and I will add to my own vision. And let me tell you, creating your own belief about anything, whether it be sport, whether it be life, whether it be anything, create your own belief, and it's an unbreakable one. No one can mess with it because it's something you created. If you just believe what other people say, just one belief, oh yeah, that guy is right, and you follow his belief, people will be able to make you doubt, always, because it's not what you designed, it's not what you believe, it's what someone else believes, and you just kind of join in with it. No, you gotta, well, you don't have to do anything, you don't listen to anything I say, but for me, works, take a little thing from everything, create your own belief, and then you have an unbreakable belief, and you get results, even if it's spiritual results, physical results. Like I believe in that way, and that's my belief, because it showed me everything. My house, physics, our physical results, mental results, career results, all come from this way of taking knowledge from different sources and creating your own thing. So that's what we're gonna do as well, leading towards the future. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say, honestly. We'll see what happens. Best thing is that we, or most important thing is that we just have fun and enjoy ourselves, and be healthy on the way while we enjoy ourselves. So like I said, that this is probably the longest time I've been yapping on my videos, but it is because the turning point, or whatever you want to call it, is coming close, and I'm just excited for it. I don't want to keep myself up to date, because and you guys, of course, but I mean myself, because this is, for me, this YouTube channel and these videos are just a sort of a diary. I bike, this machine, my laptop just records me biking and uploads it automatically, so I don't even have to do anything. So it's very easy for me. And then later in that year, I can look back at this and see, oh, this was did we reach the goal that we were talking about then, and did that change, did that change? And yeah, also motivates me, not gonna lie, when I see myself go deep afterwards on a video, it motivates me to keep doing that. Like when I did the 4 Horsemen ride 3 days ago, I think Sunday, and I saw myself dying over and over again, but keep pushing, it motivates me. I know that it reminds me, seeing myself doing that reminds me the next time I have to do that I can do it. So it motivates me, and it makes me stronger. A very interesting video to watch, something I watched, because I'll be open to you guys, this is something I've been dealing with from a spiritual point of view. You shouldn't want anything. This is I probably already said this, but it's an unlogical thing in the universe. But the more you want anything, the more resistance you build. The less you want anything, the easier it comes to you. I know it's unlogical, but trust me, that's how it works. Don't trust me, look it up for yourself, or experience it for yourself, even better. But that's how it works. And then here I am, biking, sporting, basically participating in physical activities. And I know this is going deep for most of you guys, and I'm sorry at that. I won't go into it for too long, but it is kind of a battle in myself, because my spiritual self is telling myself to, hey bro, just relax, like it's an illusion, just chill, don't want anything. But then there's my physical self, I call it, my societal self, I don't know, that wants to achieve things, and it's like a collision. But then I think it's Jerry Lynch, he's a doctor, and he trains championship teams, I think it's Jerry Lynch, and I watched his video. So that's all I want to say. If you wanna see something interesting, Jerry Lynch's video is very interesting about this subject, and what it basically says, I will tell it to you in a short thing. What it says is, champions are created, or most successful people are created in a healthy balance between talent, uh, talent, spirituality, and physical abilities. So just watch that video. He's doing. He has a couple of videos online. He wrote a couple of books. It's not easy to find something about him, but definitely give it a try. I think it's Jerry Lynch. Yeah. Anyway, so when I watched that video, it gave me sort of. It was like a puzzle connected for me. Like, yeah, I'm at the point in my life where I have knowledge about all of those. So talent is not something you can be very knowledgeable about. You either have it or you don't. But then physical side, I've experienced so many physical things that I think I'm knowledgeable on that. And then spiritually, I've been through a journey as well in the past few years that I think I've been knowledgeable about that as well. And now, like, everything connects as one puzzle, and maybe, well, not maybe, I'm pretty sure everything is as it's supposed to be, and it's happening at the right moment that it's supposed to happen. So yeah, that's what I believe right now. Give me extra motivation. That being said, I'm gonna stop talking now. Thank you all for following this journey. If you're following, you know I love you very much, and bye. Ooh, we unlocked Mavic shoes. Let's have a look at that. The Mavic shoes. Menu. Garage. Oh, they're yellow though. Yeah, they're probably good, but no, thank you. Gonna stay with my ass works. So this ride is gonna be over in 2 minutes, and then I think I'm gonna do like one more ride. Let me see real quick what there is. Yeah, we have an Ascenders ride that starts in 2 minutes. So when we finish this one, we'll go straight towards the Ascenders. Oh, no. Not yet, not yet. Maybe I get something from James. Let's say thank you to James. I haven't even written with the script. Thank you, James. You for the ride, James. So yeah, we went very slow. I think I rode like 13 kilometers an hour because I only did 13 kilometers. Oh, that's perfect actually. Now we can bump it up a little bit for 1 more hour, maybe half an hour. Just the zone 2, have some fun with the other group, and then we call it a day. Tomorrow is a rest day, and then day after tomorrow, tomorrow's rest day and massage day, and then day after tomorrow we do the VO2 max test, and then I will come back to update you guys on that as well. Very interesting times for me at least.
Ride on! Ride on! Ride on! I'm toast. Ride on. Ride on.
having some fun in the back, trying to help some people out that are having a difficult time following. While being in zone 1 and 2, 100 beats per minute. Why not? So yeah, 18 minutes, and we're there. Alright, alright. Alright, alright. It was an alright ride. Right, alright. What am I doing? Alright. So that's it. I feel like back in school. That was 1 hour of theoretical, 1 hour of theory, and 1 hour of practical. Now we were still riding while I was talking in the first hour, but I realized I almost talked for an hour in the beginning about everything. So yeah. And now we did an hour. My heart rate didn't go up a lot. Well, stayed around 100, maybe 120 sometimes, maybe 125 sometimes. But I don't think we did too much. We did just enough. So that's it for today. I will finish these 4 minutes. And then a nice shower, eat some, and that will be it for today. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Actually, I'm not even gonna finish the ride. I think I have this jersey already, the Sanders, and if not, I'll definitely get it this year. Ride with this group. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Love you. Bye.